yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards. Yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the buck. 53's the mark. 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. Shifts by him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Pirine. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Over. Check it back. Check 61. Matchbox right. Check 43. Check 3. Back north.
Going on the ground. It's White. And he loses the football a second time. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Pass incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Reset. 19. Mike. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Now Watson operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Back to you.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man for the first time. Demaryius Thomas. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run it here with Pirine, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
158. I got it. Check 30. Check 13. 50.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Watch safety creeping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Pirine. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He was looking for Edelman there. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Watson. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run with Miller. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a carry for Pirine. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second down now, it's White. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Rodgers now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy. Because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially throwing that 3rd interception. There's some trust in there. There's also some hope.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It's going to be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, 88. Hey, take 26. Challenge. So much challenge.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Aaron Rodgers. His 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 55 yards. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Get in the white room. Watch twist. Twist six. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, check 24. Let him go.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Mike 51.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch. Right now. You got 58. Get him. Right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hansen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Miller. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Watson. The catch made by Miller. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Miller. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Watch the screen.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's Rodgers. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
Patriots 20.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Get right. Inside. 55. Right there in the middle. 15.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check, all right. Check.
Now a handoff looking right. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Big series right here. We got 26.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. On first down, White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. White again. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
No. Off. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were on the field, but okay, I see you. He's back to throw and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Go, go, go. 24.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people...
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Steps away to his left. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.